I have been hiding since I was 7 years old. From myself, from my emotions, from life. I didn't know then that that game of hide and seek that we all played as children would become how I would live. Except this time, no one was coming to find me. It was January the 6th, 2015, where I awoke into a complete nightmare. My body was lifeless, my brain felt like mush, and I couldn't focus my eyes. I tried to speak, but nothing came out. With sheer willpower, I managed to roll over. With pure determination, I battled to sit up on the side of that bed. And my head was so heavy, I could barely hold it up. I sat there in limbo for what felt like hours until my husband came to say bye before going to work. I was physically there, but there was no life inside of me until something compelled me to focus and force out the slurred words, "I need you to stay. I don't feel well." By that afternoon, my whole body became completely rigid. From the tips of my toes to the top of my head, my jaw, my tongue, everything was completely locked. I couldn't speak. My fingers looked like ugly sculptures. And there was a weight pressing so far deep into my chest, I thought my heart would explode. I felt like my whole body was completely rigid, with only my eyes exposed. By 4 p.m., the paramedics had arrived. But all I can remember is the sheer terror that I felt just trying to breathe, crying out for help with just my eyes. I was going in and out of consciousness, and this lasted for 12 hours. The next 8 months were the hardest of my life, and a time where I hid myself away. You see, I'm good at hiding. I am good at finding great places to hide, to shield myself from the world. But this place that I woke up to find myself in was not of my choosing. During those 8 months, I existed in the deepest, darkest hole you could ever imagine. My health was 10 stories under, and that's how far into hiding I was pushed. This became a pivotal point in my life. You see, I've stood on the sidelines, I've waited to be found, and I've watched life pass me by. But that game of hide and seek is no longer a fun game when there is no one coming to find you. I so wanted to be found, and I so desperately wanted to be fixed. I waited for specialists to come and find me, to fix me back into the person that I was. Someone that would reach down into that deep, dark hole and pull me out. But do you know what? That never happened. They couldn't find the infection that was hiding so deep inside my body that 10 courses of antibiotics later, they still didn't know how to fix me. It wasn't until one day, sitting outside in the garden, feeling sorry for myself, that things changed. I noticed that the sun was shining so brightly, and the sky was a beautiful blue. And the grass was such a vivid, vibrant green. and I could feel a whisper of warm air moving all around me. I took in a deep breath, and when I opened my eyes, I could see flickers of light moving on the grass. It was 2 dragonflies, and I watched them dance and play with such beautiful life and grace. I was completely mesmerized. They pulled me out of my current reality into something wonderful. And then it happened. I could feel the sun shining on my face, but it felt different. It felt like a warm embrace that said, I'm here. I see you. This was such a powerful, impactful moment. I will never forget it, because it's a moment where I felt found. You see, I've been scared all of my life, scared of failing, scared of not measuring up, scared of waiting and watching life pass me by. But I'm standing here today because this is my year of no more hiding. No more standing in the shadows. No more hiding from my own light. No more waiting and just watching life pass me by. My name is Karen Clark, and I want you to see me.